is up, YouTube fam? It is your girl Toshinae Letrice, and you are watching my channel. Okay, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys like my little backdrop. Honestly, I've had this tapestry just chilling since college, and I've never known what to do with it, and I just had this bright idea, like, use it for your video, duh. Okay, so do not mind my hair. Honestly, I had it in some really ugly twists for like the last 4 or 5 days, and I just took it out and tried to make my hair presentable for this video. It's a little twist out vibe, okay? Let me stop rambling. This video is going to be my top tips for transitioning, and hopefully these tips will help, because these are the tips that I used and they worked pretty well for me before big chopping. So for those of you who don't know my natural hair journey, I have a video up on my channel of my natural hair journey, and I might have to update it with a little bit more information. I transitioned for not a very long time because my hair just looks so awkward. I know a lot of people say just stick it out with the transitioning process, but me, I had like a decent enough amount of hair that I was just like, I'm just gonna go ahead and big chop. Transitioning was very hard for me, but these are some things that I did while I was transitioning that will probably work for you. So tip number 1. Dun, dun, dun. Deep condition. I know you guys probably knew that already, but look, deep condition. I did my deep conditioning every single week. It is almost literally impossible to get through the transitioning stage without keeping your hair deep conditioned on a regular basis. If you'd like to know what I deep conditioned with, I will have a part 2 of this video showing you guys all of the products that I used while I was in that transitioning stage as well. So it's coming, boo, it's coming. Your hair is like in its most fragile state when it's transitioning. You guys know that your hair is like coming in natural, and then you have like your line of demarcation. You know the line where like your hair stops being curly and it goes into the damage and like the straggly pieces. So that can be super hard to manage and deal with. Your hair is very fragile in that state, and it needs to be moisturized, even like it does today. Like your hair still needs to be moisturized on a weekly basis, all the time. Even now, I'm not even transitioning anymore, and I still deep condition every single week. But that was like the main thing that helped my hair the most. Number 2, snip snip. I know a lot of people probably don't condone this, but while I was deep conditioning, one of the main things that I was doing was cutting off that damage, because it's not going anywhere. For those of you who don't know, once your hair is heat damaged, it does not go back. Maybe it doesn't revert, it doesn't curl back up, like a little bit. Deep conditioning will help with that a little bit, but for the most part, once your hair strand is damaged and heat damaged at that, there's really no going back. You're gonna have to get rid of it, and I'm sorry to tell you, but you gotta snip it off. Now, don't get scissor happy. Do not get scissor happy. I didn't cut my hair every single day. I didn't do it even every week. I'd say every week, probably like once a week. I would go in and I would snip off little ends that were damaged, and I wasn't doing my whole head. Like, I didn't go in and just snip it all off. I was doing a little bit here and there. So like one week I would take off a little bit, and it wasn't even like an inch or a measured amount. I would just like look at my hair while it was wet. I would see the straight pieces, and I would just be like, this one can go. This one can go. Like, your hair is gonna be uneven for a little while, but honestly, it's so worth it, because cutting off those ends really helps your hair to become more and more healthy as you transition. And it's better than, you know, the big chop. If that's something that you're not interested in, you can easily just slowly start chopping off those little pieces, but do not go crazy with the cutting. I'm just saying, your hair's gonna look insane. The third tip that I have to give for you guys is try out different products. When you're transitioning, you're not really sure completely what your hair type is. I mean, well, you know what your hair type is, but it's going to change so many times while you're transitioning. Your hair is going to go from this to this to this. It's going to change like all the time. So you want to try out different products and really pay attention to what is working and what is not working in your hair. And yes, it does cost money. I was a product junkie for like the longest when I first went natural. I wanted to try this, I wanted to try that, I wanted to try this, I wanted to try that. I was listening to recommendations, but I would mostly say try things that you think is gonna work for your hair. If it's like something that says for fine hair, or like something that isn't in your ballpark, like color treated hair or something, don't go trying just random stuff. Try things that you think would actually work for you. Read the labels, that's super important. Read what the product does, what it's for. If your hair is dry and damaged, get products that say for dry and damaged hair. Like, really important when you're getting products. Don't just go buy anything that you hear your favorite natural YouTuber say when you're transitioning, because you'll waste so much money that way. I promise. Don't do it. And that leads me into the next tip. Tip number 4 is watch YouTubers that have similar hair types. I think it's super important for you to be taking the advice from people on YouTube who have similar hair as you. Look for someone who has the same hair type or similar hair type, or has low porosity hair like you, or has the same curl pattern as you, so that you can kind of know what products are going to work. Watching those people and getting tips from those people will help you kind of know what you need to do in the long run and what type of products could possibly work for your hair. Yes, everyone's hair is different, but you'll be able to narrow down what products you should get and what products you should use if you're watching people who have similar hairstyle or hair type as you. When I first went natural, the main people I watched on YouTube was the Glam Twins. I love the Glam Twins even to this day. It amazed me how they had like such long hair and they were just black, and I was just like, wow, this is crazy. I want my hair to be like that. And we don't really have the same exact curl pattern, but I think they do have low porosity hair, so a lot of the products that they recommended actually did work very well for me. And then last but not least, this is going to be number 5. Number 5 is going to be treat your hair like it's a person. That sounds so crazy, but literally treat your hair like it's a person. Take care of it, talk to it. It sounds crazy, but talk to it, love it, and the more that you love on your hair and you like treat it right, it will treat you right as well. That's one of the biggest things I learned while I was transitioning, and people thought I was crazy. I would be like, oh my god, you're having such a nice day today, like my hair looks so good, you know, like just talking to my hair. People are like, why are you talking to your hair? Just mind your business. Just mind your business. But it's because you have to have a relationship with your hair, and if you have a relationship with it and you treat it like your little baby and you nurture it and moisturize it and do everything that it wants, it is going to repay you. I promise it is going to repay you. So that is probably one of the most important tips for transitioning. And just to clump this in there with it is embrace your transitioning hairstyles. Like, yes, transitioning is crazy. My hair was insane looking but I still loved it. Like, I still loved it. I was embracing my non-existent curls when it was just heat damage waves. I was like, wow, look at these little curls coming in. They're so cute. They're so cute, and I loved it. And now I look back and I'm like, sis, it was crazy, too crazy. But yes, that is super important. So really make sure you're embracing that and wearing the right type of hairstyles. One of my favorite hairstyles when I was transitioning to French braids to the back, and that was pretty much all I did, so that my ends were protected and my hair was just like being left alone. But yes, those were my top 5 tips for transitioning, ladies. I hope you guys like these tips. If you have some more tips that I didn't mention, leave them down in the comments below. If you want a part 2 of this video, with the products that I used and other tips I can give for transitioning, let me know. And don't forget to watch that video of my natural hair journey if you haven't seen it already. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.